I want to take this to Khushbu, but I'm wondering how many of you saw this photograph where Kamala Harris, after she wins and everyone knows that she's going to be vice president, her husband posted a photograph on Twitter and he's hugging her and he tweets saying, "So proud of you." Now, the cynical person that I am, tweeted that photo and I said, how many Indian men would be comfortable being Kamala Harris's husband? And of course, I got a deluge of angry responses from women and men. Most women said, "My husband's like that." I was like, okay, that's fab. If if your husband's like that, good for you. But the larger point is that it is not easy for women, even for women. Women apologize for being more successful than their partners. Men are insecure about being less high profile than their partners. This is the society we live in. There are exceptions to it, but I think all of us have battled this in some ways in our personal relationships. I know I have. I'm just wondering what your experience has been with that, with men who may be living in your shadows. And I'll start with you, Khushbu.
I think, see, I'm very happy to know that whether it's Nusrat or Urmila, they have had a wonderful childhood with a very, very supportive father. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have. I've always seen my mom struggling all by herself. I had a father for the namesake because there was a surname to it, to my name. But otherwise, I don't
What,
have
what,
any great memories.
what happened? Can you share with us what happened exactly?
I know I have seen my father was a very, very abusive father, a very abusive husband, and I have seen my mom struggle all her life, though she was belonging to a very, very conservative Muslim family, uneducated, and I've seen her struggle. So my only thing was my mom, probably she gave me the freedom and she allowed me to have my own wings and fly high, is because what she couldn't do it as a woman, she said, no, you should not be deprived of what I have been deprived of. So she allowed me to grow. And of course, we broke all our ties with my dad when I was 16. And after that, I have never seen him. In 86 was what I saw him last. So it's been, 34 long years. I've never seen him. And I do not
No
regret because
contact. No contact.
no
Khushbu,
contact,
sorry,
no
no.
contact. No, absolute no contacts. Of course, my other family members were in touch with him, but then I had taken a decision that I'm never going to see him, and I stuck to my decision. I mean, my mom was very young, so I could see her struggling, and her mindset that what would people say and all that. But then the kind of freedom she gave me, that she trusted me and she allowed me to grow. I think I give the entire credit to my mother for, because I've seen her being such a
Mhm.
strong person. And I think for me, my family comes first. My family is very, very important to me. That also I take it from her. My When you come talking about my partner, my better half, I think
Before you come to your partner, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to push you on your pain buttons, but it's so important for us to be able to talk about abuse that we have all experienced in our lives in a open way. And thank you for choosing this platform to do it. I just want to understand. You said your father was abusive as a partner to your mother and also an abusive father. Do you mean that he was violent? Do you mean he was sexually abusive? All of the above? Because when I was
oh,
listening to you, I was reminded of Eve Ensler in the Vagina monologues, and Eve Ensler spoke very movingly about her father being an abusive father. And I just want you to just, if you're able to, tell us a little bit more about that
both,
experience
both.
and how it
He was,
changed you and how you.
no, he was both, Barkha. I mean, I would want to call him as my father. So why I broke my ties with him is because I rather be alone and be happy than being abused by somebody who I thought was my father. My mom said he's my father, and that's why I knew my first connection with it's with my mother. My heartbeat is what my mother reads first when I'm in her womb. My connectivity with the entire world will always be those 9 months lesser than what I have with my mother.